simple video on how to make steel cut oats, creamy steel cut oats. I normally do 1.5 cups of steel cut oats. This is half cup per scoop. So I'm making 1.5 cups this morning. We're doing 1.5 cups. With 1.5 cups, I normally put in at least a couple of sticks of cinnamon. Put it right in there. And about 3 to 4 cups of water. I normally do it until it's really kind of around there, which is around 3 cups. 3 cups of water, because I'm going to go ahead and add another cup of almond milk, because the almond milk really adds creaminess. So I kind of just put that in there, calculating what a cup would be. And this is kind of the end of my bottle, so I'm going to put the rest of it there. And I make sure that I start boiling it. All right, so basically about 3 cups of water to 1.5 cups of steel cut oats, a couple of sprigs of cinnamon, and your almond milk, about a cup. And you're going to let it boil. You're going to let it boil. And when you see it boiling, you're going to bring it down to a simmer until it's down. Once you start seeing the steel cut oats boiling like this, I normally allow it to boil and rise. But you have to really keep an eye on it. And the whole process is no more than 20 minutes. It should boil and simmer for a good 20 minutes. So I always allow it to rise, as it's doing right now, because I want to make sure that it's really boiled. And I'll let it rise to the point, right before it kind of overflows. So I'll normally set it aside at this point. Okay, I'll set it aside, and I'll bring this down to a simmer flame, and I'll bring it back in, and that's where it's going to stay until the water and the milk is reduced to a good point. Always make sure that you're stirring. It wants to boil a little bit more, so I'm going to bring down the flame a little bit more. See, you don't want it to get like that, so you're gonna bring it down, way down, so that it kind of just continues to simmer, right? So you want to make sure that it continues to simmer, and that water and milk will go down. Don't let it go down too much, because you want it creamy and you want some of it in there. About 5 minutes before you finish, when you see it around this point, we're gonna add the flaxseed oil, and then I have crushed almonds and walnuts here. So I normally just add it right in there 5 minutes before it's done. A good amount, because I like to have all of this good stuff in there. Again, this is flaxseed. We're gonna add the flaxseed oil. This is one of my favorite ones. And we're gonna add the flaxseed oil in there, just a little squirt. And of course, your almonds and walnuts, as much as you want. I like a lot of them because it just makes it massively healthy, heart healthy. I mix the whole thing together, and just another stir for another couple of minutes, so that everything gets nice and cozy in there. And this makes not only a great breakfast, but excellent dessert on a really cold winter nights that we have coming. As you can see, no sugar at all. And right now it's to the point that I can, it just starts getting a little bit dry. I will put this in a tupper and keep it for a couple of days and add the almond milk when I serve it. Enjoy.